So hello and welcome back to another video, and today we've got some banknotes. So today we're just going to go through them and have a look at what we have. So the first banknote is from the Czech Republic, 1994, 20 Karoon, and they do use a coin now, so I'm not too sure if these are still in circulation. I would expect that they're not. And this banknote has Plemis Otokar, so that's his name there, and obviously he's wearing a crown, so he's probably a king of Moravia. This could either be a seal or a thaler, a type of coin, which is a large silver coin. So when I have trouble identifying who's on the banknotes, I go to this website, and this is banknote.ws. This is the pretty good website, comprehensive. So all you need to do is click on their denomination. So it's a 20 and Plemis Otokar. So if you want to find out information on him, you need to search him on the internet. So then we can search some information, and that's in Czech. Okay, so we've got lots of information. Go to English. Yep, King of Bohemia. And that's information about that guy. So it'd be a good idea to put the date he was born and died, so people get a rough idea of the time period. And if we look on the back, this is his crown. So I've got two of these. And this has an exchange rate of about $1 Australian. So here's the crown. And that probably is a coin actually. There's too much detail for it to be a seal. And then we have the coat of arms of Bavaria, of Czech Republic, and that looks quite nice. And in the background we have a crown as well with some jewels. So that's quite a nice banknote. If we look at the 50, so this is they do issue a 50 krona coin, but I'm assuming that they still use this 50 krona banknote as well. So this says Anazika Cheska, say Agnes of Bohemia. So yeah, quite nice. So she's a saint and has a heart. And the watermark is, looks like the watermark is the person who's pictured on the note. And on the back we have A for her name, Agnes, and that looks like on the roof of a cathedral because you've got the windows going up. So this is the roof. So obviously there is a building with her on there, and that probably might be Paul or someone. Anyway, that's quite nice. A with a Gothic window frame, and we have love as well, love heart again. So this one's equivalent to about $2.50, but if you're going to buy it, uncirculated one, probably about $5 to $10. Same with these ones, about $5 to $10 for uncirculated banknotes. Yeah, but these are quite nice. If you want to have a space filler, then you need to get these. Then we have some Portuguese banknotes. So these were replaced, I believe, in 1998 with a coin. So this is 1985. 100 Escudos from Portugal. Here's the coat of arms. This is Manuel Maria Barbosa do Bocage. Yep, I butchered his name quite well. And the watermark is just his face. And on the back we have and fun fact, 1984 was the last date of this banknote. In 1986, they issued a new 100 Escudos. And this is Rocio Square in Lisbon in the early 19th century. You can tell by the way they're dressed, the time period. Definitely 1800s with the long frock and tall hat. And the way the women... Yeah, so, and also the buildings. See some more like 1800s buildings from mainland Europe. So I've got 3 of those. This is probably worth about $5, I would say. These ones in less grade are probably worth a little bit less. This one's dated 1984. And I do have another Portuguese banknote in here. And this is the 1000, so this is equivalent to about $10 when it's circulated. And this is from the next period. Not the next issue, this is the last issue. That was issued in the 1995. And the 1000 was the second last denomination. They do have a 500 Escudos. And this one has Pedro Alvarez Cabral. Don't know much about him, but you can find information on the internet about this guy. And this is the best banknote series that Portugal actually issued. And on this side we have a sailing ship. Look, that colour is just beautiful. Whoever actually designed this banknote took their time out to actually design a really good banknote. Australia can learn a few things from Portugal, as well as Spain, a few other countries as well. And we have animals, so we have a monkey, looks like a dog, probably a wolf. Looks like a peacock. Cockatoos, or some type of peacock as well. Not peacock, parrot. Looks like a dragon. Anyway, that's a nice banknote. Quite happy to get that. And this one you're probably paying at least $30 to $40 for one that's uncirculated like that. Then we have some German banknotes. So these are the last issue, 10 Deutschmarks. These ones you can still exchange for roughly about €5. And this one has Kaufriede Gruß. So that is not a B, that's a double S. So Gaus S. 1777 to 1855. And on the back we have a compass. So this is how they find out where they are on ships. So you need to use, I'm not too familiar with it, but I know that's what they do. And here's a navigation chart. Quite nice. 10 Deutschmarks. Got two of these. I think they're all dated 93, are they? Yeah. So it's quite nice. So if you got any of these Deutschmarks, a few hundred Deutschmarks, and you want to get them exchanged, you need to take them to the Bundesbank. But they can probably change them into cash, or they need to deposit into a bank account. Okay, then we have a French 10 francs from 1936. These are very interesting in that the date always changes, so you can probably have like the 18th for the 12th, 36. And the letters always change as well. So it's very interesting. And also the 503 is the last number of up here, 503. So if you wanted to get a typeset of this one, you probably need to get at least a few hundred banknotes for each different changes in the dates and the lettering. Like we might have the 17th to the 12th, 36 with, I don't know, AB on it. You never know. And on this side, allegorical feature, woman in hay. So there's a nice banknote. I could probably have put, not colour, but probably put a different shade of brown, probably for the leaves and the fruit. Not brown, blue would differentiate it. Then the last European one I have is a Dutch 10 gulden. It's a little bit ripped. So this one has Hugo de Groot. And here we have some weighing scales and a sword. The watermark is, looks like some fruit. 10 gulden is equivalent to about $10 at the time. But in the 1950s you couldn't take these out. I think this is 1953. Oh yeah, you couldn't exchange these outside of the country, so they're not that easy to get. This one's not, oh yes it is, 53. Almost missed that. So this one you're probably paying at least $20 for that. That's probably minimum. If you're lucky and you get them in bidding, then you can get them cheaper if you get them in a bulk lot. Anyway, that's a nice banknote. I like collecting Dutch banknotes, actually quite good. And the last two I have, So this is a large banknote from, you guessed it, Hong Kong. $10, 1955. These were issued up until 1959 when they reduced the size. I think I got this one for $20, but usually they cost at least $60 to $80 for these banknotes. So I don't really need this one. So this one's probably going to go back on resale. And it's quite a nice large banknote. There is a $1. Yeah, that seems to be easy to get. Issued by the government though. The $5 is a bit harder to get than the $10. The $100 and the $500 are pretty expensive, so they're hard to get. And this one has the HSBC building in Hong Kong at the time. The watermark is Britannia. Okay, you can see Britannia there. And that's quite a nice banknote. I like these large banknotes from Hong Kong. The last one is from Japan. So this is a pretty interesting banknote in that it has... So this is a Shotoku Taishi. So he was the first emperor who pretty much unified Japan. He passed away in 622, I believe, so about 1,400 years ago. And he introduced Buddhism and he standardized the country. So he implemented like a central government with lots of tiers of government and different levels that you could actually occupy. So it's more like a current type of government where you have, like the Prime Minister, you have the ministers, and under that you have the servants. So they all have different levels of priorities, and I'm getting a bit hard trying to work out what to say. And also responsibilities. And as you can see, this one has 2 serial numbers. So this means it's 1946 to 53 issue. If you get the ones from the 1930s, they usually have a block number of 2 or 3 numbers. 1945 just had the block number. And on the back, we have one of the temples that for Buddhism that he built. And this is a Horyuri temple. So as a Buddhist, there's a stupa there and there's the main temple there. So 100 yen, and the name of the country. So it's quite a nice banknote. This one's probably going to cost about $10 to $20. And quite a nice banknote. I like Japanese banknotes. Awesome. If I wanted to get a 1930s one, it's going to be quite expensive. Anyway, that is my new pickups. Most of these are probably going to go back onto resale. So implemented a policy that everything I buy has to be sold, or almost everything. So I can try and turn this into a business. Anyway, thank you very much and have an awesome coin and banknote collecting time.